Have you ever wondered why your dog keeps watching you, even when you're just sitting there doing nothing? Maybe it's a soft glance from the hallway, or a quiet peek around the corner, like they're making sure you're still breathing. They're not asking for food or begging for play, they're just checking on you. But why? Today we're uncovering the 8 surprising reasons your dog keeps checking on you. Some will melt your heart. Others might change how you see your bond forever. Let's get into it. Number 1. The gentle check-in. Believe it or not, dogs have their own version of manners. Many will look in on you as a way of saying, "Hey, just checking in. Everything good?" According to animal behaviorists, dogs who are deeply bonded often mirror human social cues, like eye contact or quiet presence, as a sign of companionship. It's their way of showing empathy without saying a word. They don't barge in, demand attention, or beg. These check-ins aren't demanding. They're respectful. It's your pup's version of a friendly knock on the door, a subtle, sweet nudge that says, "I care about you." And sometimes, they don't even approach. They just glance in from a distance, making sure your breathing is steady, your mood is calm, your energy feels normal. This kind of emotional intelligence is one of the many reasons we connect so deeply with dogs. They're not just being clingy, they're being considerate in the only way they know how. Their presence might feel casual, but don't underestimate it. It's one of the purest, most loyal expressions of love you'll ever see. Every dog has their signature move. What's yours doing to say, "I'm here for you"? Because sometimes the most powerful connections are the quiet ones. Turns out those sweet behaviors aren't always entirely instinctual. We may have played a part too. Number 2. Learned behavior. Remember all those times you called them over just to pet them or offer a treat? Well, congratulations. You've accidentally trained your dog to check in on you. Dogs thrive on positive reinforcement. If every check-in ends with something good, a scratch behind the ears, a snack, a smile, they'll keep doing it, not out of need, but because they've associated you with comfort and happiness. And honestly, who wouldn't want to return to the one place that always feels safe and kind? Over time, they learn. When I pop in to see my human, something nice usually happens. And that little ritual, a glance, a tail wag, a quiet presence at the doorway, becomes part of their daily rhythm. They don't always want a treat. Sometimes, just seeing your eyes light up is reward enough. It's less about food and more about emotional connection. Your attention and affection are the real treat. This subtle conditioning isn't manipulation, it's trust in action. And it's just another sign of how deeply tuned in your dog is to the little joys you share. So the next time they peek in out of nowhere, know this: they're showing up because you've made showing up feel good. Number 3. Home isn't a place, it's you. You might not realize it, but to your dog, you're the definition of home. Checking in is their way of making sure their world feels stable. Especially in new environments or around loud noises, your dog might seek visual contact with you, like a security blanket with legs. They don't just follow you around because they're bored. They're grounded by your presence. You represent calm, safety, and familiarity in a world that can sometimes feel overwhelming to them. That soft glance or peek around the corner, it's your dog's way of confirming, "My person's okay, so I'm okay." Because when you're present, they feel centered. Their heartbeat slows, their body relaxes, and the world makes a little more sense. Even if nothing's wrong, they just want to know you're still there. And when you're out of sight, a quick check is their way of keeping the balance. It's not neediness, it's reassurance. The kind that only someone they trust completely can offer. Number 4. Pack leader scan. In your dog's mind, you're not just their favorite human, you're the leader of the pack. And what do pack members do? They make sure their alpha is safe. Dogs are hardwired to watch over their pack leader. That quick peek from the hallway? It's not just curiosity, it's responsibility. Just like wolves in the wild constantly monitor their leader, domestic dogs inherited the same protective instinct. It's part watchfulness, part respect, and entirely rooted in ancient survival behavior. They don't need a signal or command. They just feel it, a duty to make sure everything's okay. Even when you think you're alone, their eyes are quietly scanning the room, reading your mood, and standing by. Because in their world, keeping you safe isn't just instinct, it's purpose, and few things matter more to them than knowing you're okay. Number 5. They're reading the room. Dogs are incredibly sensitive to human emotions. If you're upset, stressed, or even just lost in thought, your dog might quietly step in, not out of curiosity, but concern. They're not just watching you, they're feeling you. Behaviorists say dogs can detect subtle shifts in body language, facial expression, even the chemicals in your sweat. That gentle nudge with their nose, that soft look from across the room, it's not random. It's empathy in motion. They can sense emotional tension before a single word is spoken, sometimes even before you've fully processed it yourself. They don't need to understand your problems. They just need to know you're okay. Next time your dog checks in when you're feeling low, take a second and notice. They're not trying to fix anything. They're just reminding you, you're not alone. And if you've ever experienced this kind of emotional moment with your pup, tell us in the comments. We'd love to hear how your dog shows up for you. Number 6. They're just bored. Sometimes checking on you is simply a break from napping, staring out the window, or chewing on a toy. Your presence offers stimulation, a chance for interaction, even if it's brief. To your dog, you're the most interesting thing in the room. And when they peek in, it's often out of simple curiosity. Hey, doing anything fun? They don't always want something. They just want in on the moment. This kind of check-in reflects both boredom and affection. It's your dog saying, I'm here, I see you, and I wouldn't mind hanging out. Even in their downtime, they choose to include you, and that's pretty special. Number 7. Routine check. Let's be honest, your dog is a creature of habit. If they've gotten used to seeing you in the same chair or at the same desk every day, they'll naturally check to make sure everything's as it should be. Dogs find great comfort in routine and predictability. When something feels different, like your usual spot being empty, they notice. Their instinct kicks in, urging them to do a little patrol just to confirm that all is well. And once they spot you, that gentle tail wag or relaxed posture says, okay, all is right with the world again. These daily rituals aren't just routine to them. They're reassurance, and their small efforts to keep things normal are just another way they quietly care. Number 8. You disappeared. To us, walking from the kitchen to the bedroom isn't a big deal. But to your furry little shadow, you vanished. Sound familiar? If your pup acts like you've been gone for hours after just 5 minutes, you're definitely not alone. Dogs don't experience time the way we do. A short absence can stretch like forever in dog time, especially for those who are emotionally bonded. When they come checking in after a brief moment apart, they're not being dramatic. They're recalibrating their world, because when you leave a room, something feels off. That peek around the corner is their way of restoring balance. And even if you were only gone for the time it takes to brush your teeth, your return is a mini celebration. To them, it's not about the minutes, it's about the feeling. You're home base, and without you, things just don't feel right. So the next time your pup wanders in just to look at you, pause for a second. Smile. Say hi. Maybe give them a scratch behind the ears. They're not just checking in, they're connecting. Want to discover more ways your dog expresses their love? Click on the next video to unlock the secret signs your pup has truly bonded with you.